We're back for another MLB weekly recap here on Find the Juice. You're with Teddy Slugger again, just so I update everyone. Last week on baseball bets, we went 33 and 19, up 6.5 units with a winning percentage of 63%. And if you watched the last video and watched us on X, we went 4-0 with our X picks. One NBA game, one NHL playoff game, and two baseball games. 4-0 so far on our X picks. But let's dive into this. Let's start by talking about a two-time MVP and someone I think is on his way to his third in a row, and that is the Los Angeles Dodgers' Shohei Ohtani. He's making a strong case for his third consecutive MVP award. His exceptional performance continues to captivate fans and analysis like myself, reinforcing his status as one of baseball's biggest superstars. Now, let me tell you where Shohei exactly ranks in some very important baseball category. Right now, he's currently fourth in WRC plus, which stands for weighted runs created. He's fourth in WOBA, tied for first in all of baseball with Seattle Mariners catcher Cal Raleigh, third in ISO, which is the best statistic to measure power hitting, and fourth in all of baseball in WAR. WAR is calculated from a player's performance in hitting, base running, fielding, and the position they play. He's not just a power hitter either. Let's remember, he's also tied for 13th in all of baseball with 11 stolen bases. Shohei Ohtani is the best player of this generation and arguably of all time, if you ask me. I didn't even bring up the pitching either. Now let's get to a little feel good story. Let's talk about the Yankees. I know you guys are going to hate that. You can't feel good when you talk about the Yankees. But let's talk about Carlos Rodon. After a 2023 season with the Yankees, where he finished the season with a 6.85 ERA in only 64 innings, Carlos Rodon has bounced back impressively. He's now leading the American Leagues in fewest hits per 9 innings. His 7-3 record and 2.6 ERA have been pivotal in the Yankees' ascent to the top of the American League East standing. Some other things Rodon is excelling in this season is he has the fifth highest strikeout rate. He's eighth in WHIP, which is hits or walks per inning. He's allowing the lowest batting average in all of Major League Baseball. This goes along with the Yankees' other good starting pitching as a team. They're allowing the lowest batting average in all of baseball as a team, the seventh lowest ERA, and fourth lowest WHIP to help propel them to the largest divisional lead in all of baseball atop the American League East. And they have the third best record in all of baseball. Now let's get into a couple award winners for the week. First, Milwaukee Brewers outfielder, former MVP, Christian Yelich, as he was named National League Player of the Week for May 26th through June 1st. During that span, he hit 500 with 3 home runs and 9 RBIs, and this marks his 6th time winning the Player of the Week award. And in the American League, Seattle Mariners catcher Cal Raleigh, the big dumper, go Mariners, won the honor. Cal hit 6 home runs in the week to go along with his 348 average, 10 RBIs, and ungodly 330 WRC plus. This was Cal's first ever Player of the Week award. And you know me, I love these prospects, these kids coming out of the minors to make a name for themselves in the big leagues. So it would only be right that I educated you on the Royals' number 1 prospect, Jac Caglinone. Now, The Royals debuted their number one prospect on June 3rd against the St. Louis Cardinals in a wild 10-7 victory for Kansas City. Although KC scored 10 runs on 13 hits, none of that production came from the new member of the squad. Have no fear though, Caglione is projected to have an average hitting tool with elite power. Unlike Nick Kurtz, who we talked about earlier in the season, Caglione has shown the ability to get the ball in the air to take advantage of his power. He was promoted to AAA this season, where his fly ball rate ballooned to 42.5%, helping him hit 6 home runs in only 12 games. This power should stay with him as long as he continues to keep the ball in the air, as he's a monstrous 6'5", 250 pounds. How can I be so sure though? I'm not. Nobody's perfect. But we can also look at his spring training numbers this season and see that he hit 3 home runs in only 18 at bats, not games, at bats. And that is with only hitting 29% of his balls as fly balls. To add to this, he also had a 500 average with 3 doubles to go along with his 3 home runs while walking 5 times and only striking out 4 times. So watch out for some bombs from that big boy and get excited for the future of the Royals with Jack, Bobby Witt Jr., and Cole Reagan. I'm excited to see what they can grow into. That's it for this week. Comment below if you think someone else should have won Player of the Week. If you think Jac Caglione is going to be a bust. If you think Carlos Rodon is going to regress. Or who your favorite player of all time is besides Shohei Ohtani. Remember to follow us on X for those free betting picks. You got the Stanley Cup Finals starting, NBA Finals starting. I'm starting to get into the WNBA and, of course, Major League Baseball picks. Go ahead, follow us on X. Please like and subscribe and check us out next week for more baseball content. Peace.